You know what? We're just gonna draw a third brow right here, okay? Just right here. I feel like a 90s pop star with my hair up like this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ohemaa Bonsu. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch this video. So today I am here with the new Fenty Beauty MVP brows. Okay, I know I have no brows right now, but in a little bit we're gonna have brows. Okay, in a little bit our brows are gonna be snatched. Jesus, I really have no brows. It's okay though, it's okay. That's why makeup and, you know, microblading and brow tattoos exist. Okay, it's okay to not have any brows because I have none. So on my lips right now I have the ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss in the shade Chinchilla. So Fenty Beauty released 14 brow shades, and they released it, I want to say a week ago, maybe. They released 14 shades of brow products, and they said it's long wear waterproof shades for all. Okay, it's an ultra fine retractable brow pencil made for hair-like precision, born in a groundbreaking range of 14 long wear waterproof smudge resistant shades, plus a built-in paddle brush for effortless blending and styling. Oh, it's 100% cruelty free. It's 0.07 grams and it retails for $20. There's been plenty of brands that's given you a range of brow products. However, brands that have actually given you a black option are very, very limited. Fenty Beauty actually just comes out and says, hey, we have 14 shades. It includes a deep black, a soft black, a black brown, and several different shades. Went ahead and swatched the shades that I got for you guys, okay? And I did this in like a weird roundabout kind of way. This is the shade deep black, black brown, and this is the shade soft black. Truthfully, I'm only going to pick the shades deep black and soft black, probably only the shade deep black because I want it to stand out really, really nicely on my skin, but at the same time I also want to not struggle with it, like applying it on my brows, because if I have like a black brown, it becomes a little difficult to actually see the lines on my face. So let's go ahead and jump into actually trying out the last two shades, which is soft black and deep black, on either of my brows, and we can see how it comes out. This way you can pick one. And let me whisper in your ear. So I brought you into my pores. You're like, I'm going to have a few more videos up showing you guys the brow products that I have and how they actually look on, and I'm going to do comparisons between all of them so you can see exactly what I like and what I don't like in a brow product, you know, because being dark skinned, if you pick the wrong brow product with like the wrong undertone, that can also make you look crazy. It's not just foundations that you have to watch out for, you also have to watch out for brow undertones. Okay, so today we're going to use the two brow products that I feel would match us best. And once again, this is the zoomed up close up shots of the brow products. Okay, so this is deep black, this is black brown, and this is soft black. Okay, always go ahead and pick up like two brow products, one very deep product and the other not so deep, and then you can use the deep products in the tail end of your brow and use the not so deep in the front end of your brow to give you that ombre look, you know, if you want, that is. If you don't want, then you don't have to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and powder my brows with my nutmeg, benign nutmeg, just to make them a little matte. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just using the powder, just going over that. I'm using the shade deep black on this brow. Okay, and this product definitely reminds me of the NYX Fill and Fluff Brow Pencil. You can see that they're both kind of like the same height, the same design. One is thinner than the other, but they have the same kind of spoolie. But I'm taking the little brush end of it and I'm going to use it to brush up my non-existent brows. And once again, this is the shade deep black. I'm gonna go through a whole brow process or brow routine, and because of how black it is, I'm not like pushing it in. You saw how many strokes I did. It's because I was holding it very lightly on my skin. If I push it into my skin, it would show up very, very deeply. But because I want to be able to control how it appears on, I am just swiping, like doing little strokes with it. This is deep. It's a giant pimple right here, and it doesn't help that you guys are like macroed in, because now you can see it very, very clearly. You know, it's as deep as I expected it to be, I guess, because it is a deep black. I'm going on the top part of it. So the part that I usually have problem with when it comes to my brow is the top part of my brow. Whenever I get to lining the top, if the brow product isn't deep enough, it doesn't show this really crisp line that you can see right now. And because I don't like putting like super light concealer on the top of my brows, it's very difficult for you to actually see the arch sometimes. You just imagine it's there because it's there, but you can't really see it, you know? But with this brow product, you can clearly see it. And this is why I like black brow products, because it shows up very, very nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the tail end of this. Once again, I'm not pressing in. I'm just like doing very light strokes with it. I am in love with this shade. Look how it stands out on my skin. I love this shade. Okay, so if I use a gel product, I usually do strokes in the front. The reason why I don't like pencils is because I don't have hairs in the front of my brow. It's very difficult for me to create a hair-like stroke when it comes to pencil. But with the gel, it's so much easier for me to use my brush to create the strokes. But you know, as fine as this pencil is, it still will not create the hairs for me, because one, I don't have anything there to create an illusion in the first place, so it's not gonna look okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use the brush part and just blend this in so that it looks powdered in. And I can see why they started using the brush kind, because it brushes it a lot better than a spoolie would, and it distributes the product a lot more evenly than a spoolie would, if you know what I mean. I'm just gonna blend in the two sections of this. I usually don't bring my top line all the way to the front, because if I use a brush, I like the front of my brows to look like bushy brows, just to give me that illusion, you know? I know it looks crazy right now because I'm so close to you, but once I clean it up, it will look much better. I actually do like it in person. If you can see how it looks right now, you can see that it stands out, yeah, but it shows up. I'm gonna go in with the soft black shade. I need to brush up my non-existent brows first. And this kind of spoolie actually gets all your brow hairs to stand up. Once again, it only looks like I'm doing so many strokes because I am not pushing the pencil into my skin. I'm lightly touching my skin with it. At my bottom line, I can clearly tell the difference between the two shades that I picked. Soft black is, like its name says, a soft black shade. Going ahead to fill them in. I feel like they're not filled in properly. I'm gonna go ahead and do the strokes in the front. Even though it's not gonna come out like strokes, I'm still doing it to just make it lighter, you know. I really think this is the kind of product that you're gonna go through. Like, okay, so this is my more arched brow, and this is my more well-behaved brow. It's weird, but eventually they all end up looking the same. But this is what we're working with. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows. I'm using what I always use, which is the ColourPop concealer in the shade 56. And I use the same brush. I don't go back in for any more product. I use that to clean the top part of my brow. Okay, so this is what we have working with, or this is what we have to work with our deep black brow. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clean the soft black brow. It's personal preference, you guys. I'm just showing you guys what they look like on bare skin. Of course, I'm gonna use these on skin with like foundation and everything, so you can see what they look like. Okay, let's do the top part of this. I told you guys this was my good brow. It always comes out so perfectly arched and everything, and it always comes out looking thicker, but today it doesn't want to come out looking thicker. It's looking skinnier today. What the hell? Okay guys, so this is what we have. Don't look at my shape, I will fix it later, okay? Just look at the brows. Tell me what you think. Okay, so this is what my brows look like, okay? This side is the soft black and this side is the deep black. Let me know down below in the comments which side you like best. But, you know, like personally, I feel like the deep black makes my brows look fleeky. Like it looks exceptionally well put together, for lack of a better word, because it is black and it stands out against the concealer. It looks better in my opinion. I think it's because I'm biased towards deep black brows. I feel like I should do a third brow on my forehead because, you know, we have a black brown to show and I don't think it's fair that black brown doesn't get shown. So I'm gonna do a third brow on my on my forehead, okay? So you can see how this looks like against my skin tone essentially. I'm just gonna powder my forehead a bit. I think the powder gives you a nice base to work with. Okay, so we're going in with black brown. And we're gonna start. If my forehead brow doesn't come out looking okay, just, you know that I tried. Black brown is not showing out as deeply as all the other shades on my skin. I feel like it looked better on my arm than it does on my face because I feel like my arm is probably lighter than my face. Like, look at it. This is it over here. This is it. It looks better over here than it does on my forehead. See, I wouldn't use this brow shade because in order for me to get it to stand out very, very well, I'd have to use a concealer that's significantly lighter than the one I use right now to get it to stand out. Soft black looks good. Deep black looks really good. And black brown is not in our range. Okay guys, so this is what we have. Now that I'm not like so in your face, do you see how non-scary the deep black look? The soft black actually looks more like natural black on me because once again we're zoomed out so it doesn't look as crazy. And do you see how the black brown actually looks like it's more gray on my skin tone? This is the feeling I get from the shade Granite in both ColourPop and Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like I literally have to lay it on really, really super thick for it to appear a little bit darker than it actually is. And if I do Granite on like my natural skin, it looks a little green. Okay? And you can clearly see that, you know, the two black shades are more apparent on my skin tone and it looks better, it looks more crisp, and I absolutely love the deep black side. And the black brown just looks lost in the mix. It looks gray on me right now. To be honest, I thought that the deep black would look like this on my skin. So I'm very surprised that it actually doesn't look like that. And yeah, I like it. Definitely. I like these two for sure. Like, I like how it shows up on my skin. It looks good. If you're someone who is my skin tone or deeper, I definitely recommend that you pick up these two shades, which is deep black and soft black. I don't think that black brown would do anything other than look gray on us like it does right now. That's it for my Fenty Beauty Brow MVP show and tell. Essentially, I'm gonna do a wear test in a different video and I will tell you guys this is Fenty brows and we can see how it holds up through the day, which is gonna be like my next video. But for today, or for this video, the purpose was for me to swatch it for you guys and show you guys what it actually looks like on our skin so that you can pick it up if you were thinking about it before it sells out and you have to wait. Let me know down below in the comments which side you like best. Personally, I like how deep black looks on me, but let me know if you like how soft black looks on me, or let me know if you agree with me. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is Ohemaa Bonsu. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.